Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Welcome to another Octopath COTC video today. And today we're going to be talking about something that too many people are just straight up ignoring, honestly. I think people are starting to get better at it, but I still get people all the time like, oh, I didn't think about that. Allies. Allies. They are very, very important in the game, especially as you get into harder content and especially for farming Cates, which everyone wants to do. So there is going to be a couple of resources that I'm going to share with you guys. That'll be in the description and in a pinned comment. It'll be a Google Drive. Basically, it's going to be this here, kind of going over every ally that I think is currently in the game or every ally that we're aware of, and kind of like, oh, what does it require? What do you get out of it? Deal damage to all foes 2 times, blah, 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 things like that. So you'll be able to look for allies you want. However, there is also, if you're in the Octopath Traveler Discord, there's a nice little post here that you'll be able to see that it'll just show you like, all right, here's a list of 3-hit allies that don't require fame and aren't the elite level 85 fights, ordered from smallest influence to required. So then you could look here, you're like, all right, so here there is a Purplatypus, which is a 3 bow to random, 3 sword to random. And so I would recommend going in here and kind of looking at these if you need quick references. But this is right, Tressa's mom. And then there's a guy right outside the castle here, and this is in actually I don't even remember where that's at. Where is that one at? Craigspear Slums. Okay. But yeah, these are just some guys to keep it in mind for. These are like semi-early good things to get. So every now and then you should just kind of go around and keep allies on you at all times. I'm actually about to go before I go do my Cate farming for the day. I'm going to go get my own things, but right now I have 2 still, right? I have the deal physical sword, 3 random foes, 3 times to random foes. And then I have deal ice to all foes 2 times. Typically you want to get the 3 because what you're using them for is to kill Cates or to break weaknesses. But I don't really have ice on my team, so I kind of like just having this one. Tony's mother. I think that's a funny character name. I just like having one in the back burner. But I've seen people just not using allies or not even knowing how they work. So, well, oh my God, what did this fuck up? Hopefully that wasn't like that the whole time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But let's go ahead and just get into a random fight here. And then I'll just kind of explain how they work. But I mean, they're not, this is going to be a shorter video. I'm mostly just trying to give you guys the resource and give you the advice. These are very, very powerful for farming Cates. So hopefully we find a Cate, but it's not a big deal if we don't. I'm not going to do all this editing and stuff. I got to get going. I got work today. But so when you use an ally, they are going to come in at the very end of a turn. So you use it, ice damage to all foes 2 times. Now you can see them. I don't even think they show up in the bar up here, but they're always at the end. They're after all your characters go. So if we hit attack, hopefully we don't kill them here. We might. No, it looks like we won't. So then we'll smack them, and then they come in at the very end and they do their attack, right? And then Tony's mother can no longer be summoned. She doesn't like us anymore. You get a few of these per fight. It kind of goes up as your influence goes up. Right now I could do 4 a fight. I don't even like 4 in a fight is a lot. Imagine that's a 4, 8, 12, 15. That's potentially 15 extra attacks. Against something like a Cate, that's a big deal. Against other things, it's still good to have 3, 6, 9 like extra shields. Quit eating that. My cat's eating stuff he's not supposed to eat. Put that over here. They're very, very, very good. And I want to emphasize again, keep them in your pocket. Just go around, find some good ones, collect them, and just keep them for a rainy day, right? I know they're people and they're allies or whatever. They're not like items, but you could kind of treat them like really powerful items, but that are slow. They go at the end of the turn instead of the start of the turn. They're going to be pretty essential to a lot of stuff. And honestly, there's not a whole lot more to say than that. Kind of to go over a few that we can look at here. Just to be safe, let's just recruit an ally in case someone doesn't really know how. But I'm going to go to Purplatypus. One of my favorite allies is right here. This is one of the ones I stop by and I pick up maybe every day, something like that, every other day. Depends on how many Cates I end up fighting. But one of the reasons why it's so good for Cates specifically is that, right, you need to do a certain amount of damage in a certain amount of time, and all damage is always 1 point of damage against Cates. So the fact that these guys are doing 1 damage, like they do way less damage than your main characters, but that doesn't matter because everyone's doing 1 damage. So it's bonus actions. Now, I do recommend not using them on turn 1 most of the time if you're fighting a Cate, unless you're going all in. Because Kates run on turn 2 a lot, and unless you're going to break 15 shields or something, they're going to run on turn, there's a chance they run on turn 2. Whereas if they don't run on turn 2 and then you use it, if they run, they don't get consumed. But then if they don't run, you get to break them with the damage. And so then I would use it on turn 2 and turn 3. That way you can pretty much guaranteed kill the Kate. If you use it on turn 1 and they run on turn 2, then you've wasted a charge, you know? So I would typically just use get a three hitter, do it on turn 2 and then turn 3.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to go here and acquire her. She is a hire. So each one has her, either have to fight them, you have to hire them, or you have to ask them to join you. The ask to join has a max of 90%, and it's also even a lower percent sometimes. And once you can hire someone, just spend the money. That's way better. That's why the guide doesn't show people you can get for free, because it's typically worse because you could fail, and that's really annoying. But this one, you only get 2 uses, but deal physical bow damage to a random foe 3 times. Even though the potency is 85, it's not really that big of a deal. And look, I have now high enough to get her at 100%, so I get for 10,000. And so there, now I got a really, really good ally. And there are other allies that do lots of good things that aren't necessarily just straight damage. Like there's one that this one sucks, but there was one that I had that did it was an ally, and in fact, you might even be able to find it on here on this resource. But it boosted the speed of all my characters. Restore SP. Look at that. That's just good right there, right? Anxious Mother. But there's one that increased the speed of my entire front row by 10%, and then also my physical defense and my elemental defense. It was like this wonderful defensive boost for 3 turns. And is that like insane? I don't know, but that's pretty good for fucking free, man. Especially speed up, because it makes if the boss is going a little bit too fast, you are able to then you're able to like completely beat that, right? Let's look, speed, physical defense, elemental defense, and speed of front by 10%. Defensive dance, and this is at Shepherd's Rock, the mysterious dancer. You got to impress them. I like this character a lot, and again, you can have quite a few allies, so I kind of like just having one in here, just in a rainy day, in case I really am like I'm fighting an enemy that is a little bit too fast or a little bit harder. This is a great like turn 1. You just drop it. You don't necessarily need the help breaking, but you do need to help just get in front of them. It's great. I really like this ability. And then, yeah, there's other ones. They get harder, right? Elemental wind damage to all foes 3 times, right? This is insane. Man confronting tyranny, strength 8 out of 10. So this guy is probably one of those level 85 guys, because all foes 3 times. This is insane. At an 85 potency, like I'd shit my pants if this is one of the abilities I had on a character. But yeah, that's basically it. Again, I'm going to link this resource in the comment down below and in the description, so go ahead and check it out. Use it there, but go around, get your allies. Trust me, the second you run into a Kate with 15, they have like 30 HP plus 30 40 HP. The second you run into one, and you're gonna be happy that you have an extra 6 to 9 damage on this thing, because it's gonna secure the kill when you would have missed it. And then when it's up, you just go around and collect the guys again. It's really not that much money, especially the ones that you fight. It's 0 money. Usually pretty easy fights. They might take a minute, but it's not hard to refresh your stock. And outside of that, I showed you one of my favorite locations for one. Again, if you're in the Discord, this is the one that we went to right here, for the mom. This guy's the one that was in my party already. He has the 3 sword attack on random foes. It being on random foes makes it worse if there's 2 Kates, but if there's 1 Kate, it's great. If there's 1 boss, it's great. This guy is right. This is the castle for Paradier. Paradier, the king, you know, this is right outside his castle. Then we got this is where Alphonse, not Alphonse, why do I always say that? Alphen. This is Alphen's town, right? And then this is the slums. This is oh, this person, you know what, I actually want to go grab this person really quick. We'll do one more recruit just to make the video last 10 minutes, that way I get all that sexy ad revenue. I think this is Thermopolis. Let's take a look. Shepherd's Rock. I'm sorry. So it looks like you might have to get a little bit further in the game to get some of these good characters. But this person's going to be right up here, and we're just going to buy them. And they're going to be right when we enter. We're going to enter right here. We're just going to go right up. So we just tap right. Like, this is how long it takes. Sorry, you guys can't even see it. But this is how long it takes to get really good characters. All right. I just teleported here. Boom. Go up to this person. Inquire. They do this is more bow, maybe a little redundant for my team, but for 10,000.
Oh.
My cat's eating something over there. Hey, stop that. Anyway, I'll go get that. But this is gonna be the end of the video, guys. Use allies. I'm telling you, they're insanely good. You have to be using allies. If you're not using them, you're making the game harder on yourself. They're very easy to get resource. They're very good at breaking shields. They help you farm EXP a lot. And they're just easy to acquire. The only thing that's tough is knowing where they're at. But luckily, we've got a community. The community has resources specifically for this. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I gotta get ready for work and save my cat from eating bullshit. See you next time.